Hello there. Where did you come from? Anyways, hi, my name is Rosemary. You might recognize me from the WNY Book Arts Center. I teach a lot of the field trips and workshops for students of all ages, mainly in bookmaking and printmaking, letterpress. If you've ever checked us out, cool. If not, this is your first time making a book with us, congrats, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Today, we are making a dragon book, like so. It is an origami book made up of individually folded pages that are glued together, fitted and glued together with some really fun sparkly paper, well, you can use whatever, but sparkly paper covers. Dragon books are always an odd number of pages, so today we will be making a book with 5 pages, and I'll explain why they're an odd number in a moment. If you've never made a book before, this is a pretty simple book. It is an origami book. If you're not familiar, origami is the art of folding paper. So, just gonna grab out a few things. Each page is folded like so. So each page will be a square. Open it up, and then I'm going to teach you how to fold each page individually, and then we'll link them all together. So a lot of bookmakers use this particular tool. This right here is called a bone folder, specifically used to fold paper, right? They're called bone folders because traditionally these tools are made out of bone. But nowadays you can find them as plastic or other sort of vegan-friendly options, which is cool. But I believe this one is actually made out of real bone. If you get the kit from us at Book Arts, the kits are filled with a whole bunch of fun make-ready papers from old letterpress prints. So I chose some of the letterpress ones. This is a white paper with some wood-type ampersands and other sorts of punctuation marks printed on them. And you get the cool letterpress texture, which is really neat. Just a plain sheet of pretty thin yellow paper. And then another wood-type specimen sheet, which is a whole bunch of the whole alphabet in a case of wood-type printed out here. But of course, we cut it down for our square papers. So I have 5 sheets of paper, and a lot of the times what I like to do is create a pattern in my dragon book. So let's see, I think I want to do something like these on the outside, and then the yellow in the center. Do you like it? I think it'll make a nice pattern. Yeah, I'll go with that. Back to why dragon books are always an odd number of pages. I'll pull out my dragon book again, and okay friends, this one doesn't have a pattern. So this one has 5 pages, similar to the book we'll be making today. And if you see, the book ends here and here. And the reason why we want an odd number of pages is so that the book ends and starts with the same sort of page facing towards you. So you might notice that each page has a little divot, a little opening, and the next page has a point or an apex, and then a little divot, and then another point, and then a divot, and a little opening. So we want to keep that as a pattern. And if this book only had 4 pages, it would end with a point and start with an opening. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's alright. You can do that, but we like the symmetry, don't we? Let's start folding. So I have my paper. I'm going to take it. It is a square. We're going to fold it in half. So it then becomes, what shape is this, friends? Yes, you guessed it, a rectangle. And you might ask, is this hot dog or hamburger style? Well, it's a square, so it's kind of the same thing. All right. So to use my bone folder, I like to lay my bone folder flat where I'm going to make the crease. Use 2 or 3 fingers. And we are going to press down hard and smooth. And do the same all the way up and back. If you prefer, I hope you can see that, friends. If you prefer, you can also use this edge here to make your crease, or if you become really advanced, this bone folder has a nice little point that it comes to, and sometimes you can even use this nice edge. This is it folded in half. I'm going to open it up and fold in half again, but the opposite way. So I'm going to just line up the edges. Again, use my bone folder. Press them hard and smooth. Now I have my paper folded. When I open it up, you should see the 4 quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we're going to take our paper, open it up, and we're going to fold it like a triangle. Point to point, and grab my bone folder again, or if you had, maybe a marker, smooth that down. Now we have our triangle. We're going to open it back up. We're going to set it on the table in front of us. We're going to flip it over. And you might notice that all of our lines come to one center point. Okay, right here. They all crisscross intersect right here. So I'm going to take my paper, go ahead and set it down on the table, and we're going to just press down right where all those lines crisscross together in the center. Now you might notice that the paper kind of pops up, which is pretty cool, right? It's got a life of its own. And I'm just gonna fold or bring it a little bit closer to you. So this is where it popped in right there. Now you'll see that in the 4 quarters, we have 2 the squares that have our diagonal line running through it, right? Let's really pay attention to these squares right now. I'm gonna set it down on the table. The 2 squares with the diagonal line running through. I'm gonna grab up one side, grab up the other side, and we're gonna make these be friends and lift it up just like this. So I'm gonna do it one more time. One side to one side, lift up, let them be friends. You're just gonna kind of pinch them together. At this point, if you made really nice creases, this should come to a really nice point here. It almost look like a bow tie. If your creases, I don't know, we're just not being friends with you today, maybe this doesn't look like a really nice point. All you gotta do is take these little claws here, your thumb and your pointer finger, and just kind of squish it so then it becomes a really nice point. So now that you have your bow tie, what you're gonna do is either side of your bow tie, you can take those thumb and pointer fingers and we're going to squish. And then we have our square paper. But before you do anything, let's take our bone folder or whatever sort of flat thing we got and smooth it all down. And there we have it, our first page. Square, square, a little bit inside right here. Now, we have to make 4 more. I have all 5 of my pages folded. We are going to work together on linking up these pages and gluing them together. I already have my 5 pages, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, laid out in front of me in the pattern that I want for my final book. So I'm going to start with these first 2 here. So the start of my book, I'm going to have this fun page, and I'm going to link it up with this orange page here. Now, you'll see that I'm holding them towards you, facing the exact same way. Right? I'm going to take this orange one though, and I'm going to flip it over so that now it's facing towards me. You'll see that here it comes to a nice point. So this inside square here of my white paper and the inside square of this orange will now link together. So to make these stick, what we're going to do is pop a little bit of glue here. I'm going to grab my glue, just a simple glue stick, pop it open, twist it up a little bit. I have my square right here. I'm going to put glue in a really nice perimeter, kind of building a little square on the inside with glue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I like to do a little X in the box. I really kind of want to get some glue in the edges too. So here's what the glue looks like in mine. Okay. I have this page. We're going to link the orange on top. We're going to glide those in. And we want to make sure that the squares line up pretty perfectly. If they don't, that's okay. No worries. Again, we're beginners. But the closer that the squares are lined up to each other, the better your book will close. And once those are folded in, just fold up the pages again. And I like to use my bone folder or another straight edge or kind of pound my fist on it to make sure that this book is going to stick together. Cool. So these are my first 2 pages. Look at that. Okay. Now I'm going to continue in the same method for the last 3 pages. And there you have it, all 5 pages of our dragon book. If you wanted to make this book a lot longer, 15 pages, 25, all you'd have to do is keep folding the papers in the exact same way and linking them up together. Your book can be done here, but sometimes what I like to do is add a cover. So I have some fun square papers here, cut to roughly 3 inches by 3 inches, a little larger, so that it sticks out just a tad around the square. To glue on the covers, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue actually onto the page first, because if I end up putting glue all the way to the edge of my covers, that glue is going to stick to nothing but maybe like some fuzz. So I'm going to grab my glue again. A nice square on the paper, like so. The shimmeriness tells you that there's glue there. And I'm going to take my cover, I like this side better, and I'm just going to pop that on. Bone folder, smooth that down. I'm going to do the same with the other side. So, on this side, another square. Paper, set that on top. And here is our book. How awesome is that? This is our dragon book. If you have any questions, let me know. You can email me at curious, CURIOUS, at WNYBookArts.org. Or you can always find us too online at WNYBookArts.org. And drop us a line. Be happy to hear from you. Please, if you do create a dragon book, please share it. Pop it up on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you use, I have no idea. I'm just here making books in my pantry, so the World Wide Web, have at it. And thanks for joining me.